to East Texas Now. You're watching the live streaming news service straight out of your East Texas newsroom. Want to welcome a special guest with us here, joined at the top of the hour. No stranger to the show. Happy to have you back, Jeremy Flowers from the East Texas Crisis Center.
Thanks for having me back. So happy to be here.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm glad that you're having a good morning. So exciting news coming up in the next handful of days, actually. The 34th annual Auto and Cycle Show, obviously benefiting here at the East Texas Crisis Center. So for those of us who haven't been here and been able to see all of the good that it's done, tell us a little bit about the Auto and Cycle Show in general.
Yeah, so like you said, it's the 34th annual show. It's one of the, if not the largest outdoor car shows here in East Texas. We're anticipating our largest crowd ever for this Saturday, March 16th at Green Acres Baptist Church. We're expecting around 300 cars. We're going to have vendors. We're going to have plenty of food trucks. We're going to have music. We're going to have a kid zone, you know, with activities for the children. It's just going to be a really family-friendly, fun event. And of course, like you said, all the proceeds go to the East Texas Crisis Center.
Now, the event to attend is free in and of itself. Is that correct?
Yes, it's free to attend. If you want to show your vehicle, you can register that morning, and it's only a $30 donation to enter your vehicle to be shown.
And then, of course, the big draw here is the raffle tickets. Those go for about $10 each. Is that correct?
Yeah, $10 per raffle ticket. You can enter as many times as you like. You can get tickets on the website now at autoandcycleshow.com. 100% of your donation goes to support services provided by the East Texas Crisis Center. And on Saturday, I could be giving you the keys to a 96 Mustang.
And it is a beautiful one. Now, is there a limited amount of tickets that are being sold?
No, I just want to make a correction. I meant to say a 65 Mustang earlier, but no, there's not a limited amount of tickets. We want to sell as many tickets as we can since all the proceeds do benefit the Crisis Center. We want to use this as an avenue to raise as much funds as possible to support survivors right here in East Texas.
You're well on your way. I was just checking your website here just a bit earlier, and it looks like you guys have surpassed about, what, 51,000 already?
Yeah, we're a little over 50,000. You know, we're extremely grateful for the generosity of the East Texas community, and we're, you know, thankful that we have this opportunity to give something in return for the generosity of the East Texas community.
Absolutely. Now, do you guys have a specific monetary goal for the raffle this year?
No, we don't have a specific goal set. You know, every dollar helps. We're just grateful where we're at right now. And, you know, whatever we end at will be extremely beneficial.
Definitely. Now, you mentioned a few times now that the donations and all of the proceeds go directly to the East Texas Crisis Center programs. Can you give us some examples of what the donations and the proceeds have gone to specifically in the past?
Yeah, so they go to our services. So whether that's counseling, advocacy, we provide legal advocacy, hospital advocacy, and we also have an emergency shelter that houses up to 54 women and children at a time. So what your donation helps us meet the needs of survivors, whatever those are, right? That could be transportation, that could be help with housing, just anything that we can do to help survivors reacclimate back into society and get on a path towards healing after they've experienced violence.
Absolutely. Can you talk a little bit more about the actual day, the event itself? What's some of your favorite things that you've been able to experience over the years?
So just the energy. The energy is it's really indescribable. There's just like I don't know how to describe it, but the energy of the event is fun. People are walking around, they're enjoying the food, they're enjoying looking at all the classic cars and even modern cars. I mean, we're going to have cars, trucks, and motorcycles from every decade. So there's a excitement, and especially right before we close the show, there's sort of this suspense leading up to the raffle ticket drawing to see who is going to be the lucky winner of the 1965 Mustang. So.
Absolutely. How do you guys get these cars to raffle off?
Well, we have a wonderful car show committee that works year round on, coordinating the efforts for the show, but they also help us find these classic cars. And so this specific one we're giving away this year came out of Katy, Texas. We drove down and picked it up last year from a guy down there that rebuilt it with his car club. So we were just really fortunate to find that.
That sounds so exciting. Now, you mentioned the amount of prep work that goes into this event. This is y'all's biggest fundraiser event that happens all year. Is that correct?
Yes, the car show in conjunction with the raffle car is the East Texas Crisis Center's largest public fundraising event. And we are about 61 to 63% community funded. So if it wasn't for the support of East Texas community and supporting events like the East Texas Auto and Cycle Show, we would not be able to provide the services to survivors that we do.
Can you talk just a little bit about the important need for organizations like the East Texas Crisis Center and their services right here in East Texas in the community? How much need is there for your services?
Yeah, so domestic violence and sexual violence are both underreported, but when they are reported, we see an extreme prevalence of both here in East Texas in our community. And what domestic violence and sexual violence both do is impact everyone in the community. You may not be aware of it, but we all know someone, whether that's, we're in the grocery store, we see people shopping with us, they go to our church, they may even be our neighbor. The violence that is perpetrated against survivors affects and impacts everyone in the community. So what we do is help to provide hope to survivors. There's a life after experiencing violence, and we also work to hold offenders accountable for their violence, and we work to end violence here in this East Texas community.
And Jeremy, how long have you been with the East Texas Crisis Center?
February 2nd was 18 years for me.
18 years. Wow.
Yeah.
In your time, to you personally, what kind of mark have you seen the East Texas Crisis Center make on our community?
Just a change in the culture. So we want to support survivors. So we want survivors to know that we're here to believe them, that we're going to meet them where they're at, and that they can trust in us. And, that's one of the biggest things that I've seen over my 18 years here is the building that trust within the community that, if a survivor speaks out, we're going to be here for you, that you're not alone. We have free and confidential services, and we prioritize survivor safety, and that's really important. And then so that's what's really stood out to me in my time here.
Yeah, that stand out to me too. Before we go, Jeremy, is there anything that we haven't covered either with the East Texas Crisis Center and their services or the Auto and Cycle Show, again, upcoming in just a few days, March 16th, that you want to make sure East Texas Now viewers know?
No, I want to say, please, consider a donation. If you can't make it out to the show, visit the website, just donate $10. Your $10 goes a long way and can make a lifelong impact in the life of somebody who's experienced violence.
Definitely. Once again, Jeremy Flowers from the East Texas Crisis Center. It's great to have you back on, and I'm sure we'll talk again soon.
Thank you so much.